Hey guys, Heidi Easley here, Texas Art and Soul, and I teach women how to make money teaching paint parties. And I just wanted to have some fun today. This is one of the designs in our paint party headquarters. So if you are not sure about that, make sure you check out my website, or if you make a comment today, you'll have a chance to learn a little bit more about that. So I am making a ginormous Santa. I'm going to be doing a party with, go ahead and tell me hi when you get on here. Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a party with one of our paint party headquarters sisters. She allowed us to use this design, which give a heart if you like her design. Isn't that so pretty? So I had a blast painting that today, so thank you, Yvette, so much. And then I'm actually going to be doing a party in November, a paint party in November, where I'm offering this version, but at this size. So what I'm doing is I kind of free-handed it on here, and then I'm just going to draw on some of the stuff. So if you can tell me where you're from, if you are a paint party headquarters sister, you know what to do, hashtag, so I know it's you. And then let me know what color background I should do this vintage Santa. So I was thinking of going really bright, but then I thought of maybe going a little bit more muted, like a metallic green. And then also I even thought about going the same color as that snowman. So let me know. Hey Terry, hey Debbie, hey guys, thank y'all for joining. Let me know what color you think I should do, because I've already done this color, so we know what this looks like. But what color should we do on the background? Because I'm going to make it giant, so I want to make sure it looks really cool. And it might look really cool to match that, you know, like when they're together, when I do the pictures. And Ginger's saying navy. Yeah, I think you're right too. I think maybe making it match that. Okay, so I'm just kind of freehanding this on here. If you are in Paint Party Headquarters and you already have access to this vintage Santa, you have all of the rights to use this design as a member of Paint Party Headquarters. So go ahead and make sure you have some fun with that, and then you can make it any size you want. So if you want to go big like this, you know, feel free. And I'm just kind of putting some lines in here, but I may end up changing these up a little bit. Let me go ahead and add these here. And again, there's no really right or wrong way to do it, just as long as you're getting real whimsical with it. I'm just kind of adding them so I can kind of see where to go. I may change this up a little bit, but yeah, just kind of seeing where I want it to go, and then I'll probably go over this star too. Okay, but I just wanted to kind of have a basis of where it's at. Anybody else vote? Let's see, a cream that's darker than the edges. Oh, awesome. Okay, let me see. Hey, Rita. Hey, Chastity. Hey, Linda. Oh, I cannot wait. Oh, my gosh. Who all on this live is coming to Paint Party Business Live? We have been working our little butts off getting everything ready. I actually had to take a break from getting stuff ready for that to get a couple of paintings done because of events coming up. And, yeah, it's going to be so much fun. I have so many surprises for y'all. If you are wanting to learn from me in person, make sure you check out Paint Party Business Live. It's on my website, Texas Art and Soul, and we're doing it here in a couple weeks. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Can y'all see that a little better? Let's see. And do you know how many people have sent me that song? Oh my gosh, what is that song called? People keep sending me that song because we're line dancing on Thursday at Billy Bob's. And I keep getting the same song. I feel like it has to be the theme song now. And then somebody sent me, oh my gosh, who was it? It was hilarious. They sent me this guy. He was holding like his beer, and I think he was in his underwear. And he was dancing to that song, and she said, "Is this how y'all do it in Texas? Is this how y'all dance in Texas?" I was like, not exactly. It's not exactly how we dance in Texas. Although I do love some good old country music, so it was hilarious. But yeah, I think I've gotten sent that song for Paint Party Business Live probably 10 times from different people. So yeah, we're getting really excited about it. There's still a few tickets left if you want to purchase, You can go to texasartandsoul.com, and then you can find the tickets. And then it's a 2-day conference, but I have a big surprise for y'all on the Wednesday. And I really, really, really want you to be there. I don't want y'all to miss out on the big surprise because it's going to be a ton of fun. And who doesn't want to have fun at a business conference, right? I do. Okay, so I'm just adding in some white lines here. I'm going to make this more interesting as we go, but I just wanted to get some white paint on here so we can start to add in some detail. All right, who is painted as Santa already? I know it's October 1st. I should be painting pumpkins, although I do have a lot of Halloween type parties. Guys, it's this time of year, I do so many Christmas paintings. So if you're like, oh my gosh, why is that woman doing Christmas already? It's only October 1st. I know, it's just part of it, and I absolutely love it. I will take Christmas all year round if it was up to me. So I'm one of those that listen to Christmas music in the summer. We do Christmas in July events, so I'm always constantly got something Christmas on. Anybody here on that is already listening to Christmas music? Let's take a poll. Is there anybody already on the Christmas music? I know I am. And I know a lot of you will be watching this as a replay. So if you're watching this and we are in the Christmas season when you watch this, then you should have your Hallmark movies on constant run, your hot tea or your coffee ready. There's nothing better than a day of coffee and tea and a little snack and just paint away. That's one of my favorite things to do. Okay, I'm gonna add just some little details in here. Again, we haven't really done a lot of the detailing yet. So see how there's just some different designs. And if you look up close, there's a lot of snow text on this. I'm all about having textures and glitter and metallics and all kinds of fun stuff. Let me see. Shannon is enjoying cute Halloween music. Oh, how fun. Yeah, we need to go to Fright Fest. We have Six Flags tickets, and me and my husband are roller coaster freaks. We love adrenaline type stuff. And so we got to get over there because I don't like the spooky stuff. Like, I don't do any of the haunted houses. They freak me out. But last year when we went, I was so scared. I get really, really scared. And so here's what we did. We ended up, so I kept seeing parents with their kids. And I was like, why would a parent bring their kids? Like, these were little kids. I'm like, what is wrong with these parents? Why are they bringing their kids to this Halloween Fright Fest? Then I noticed why. So we sat outside of the clown area, and we laughed and laughed and laughed. So there's scare zones. If you've never been to like a Six Flags haunted house thing, there's like scare zones. So we decided to sit outside of the clown section, and we just watched like the new people coming in, getting scared, running off. And it was hilarious. I think I laughed for like 2 hours straight. Well, here's why those parents bring their kids. So they let them go in front of them, and then those kids freak out and start running like crazy, and then the parents just bust out laughing, and I was like, it's kind of a weird form of torture, but also hilarious. It was so funny, because one year I tried to get rid of my fear of clowns, and I was teaching at elementary school. At this elementary school, I had 450 kids, and I was like, I'm going to have every single student do this clown activity. I'm going to hang it up all over the halls, and I'm going to get over my fear of clowns. Nope, here's what happened. Those kids put X's in the eyes, and some of the eyes, like of the X's, would start to fade. And so these kindergartners, these sweet, sweet 5-year-olds had these X's of these eyes that literally like looked like these like scary possessed clowns, and I had them up all over the place. I was flipping out. I was like, no more. We're done with clowns. We're taking them all down. I was like, not happening. I think I scared the kids weren't as scared as I was, but I think me and the teachers we were not having it. it was not, not a way to get rid of our fear of clowns, that's for sure. So yeah, so if you haven't been to the haunted stuff, even if you don't go into the haunted sections, just go into that area just to like watch the scare zones is so much fun. Okay, did y'all say that this color, right, for the background? Are we thinking of doing this? I think y'all were saying kind of, I'm gonna go for it. Kind of want to go bright though. I'm a very bright painter. Like I love bright colors. Hey guys, oh Teresa, we have another Paint Party Headquarters girl. Let me go ahead and add in some of my details first. Okay, sorry I'm getting off track. I want to add in golds. I want to add in a little bit of turquoise, some brown. Let me see here. Let me just get a little bit. Okay, my favorite paint. If you've not bought this yet, I don't know why you're waiting. It will change your life. Best paint ever. This is 24 karat gold, it's called. Obviously, it's not 24 karat gold, but it has a really good texture. So I'm just gonna brush this on. See, I'm not really worried too much about staying in the lines perfectly. I'm just brushing it on for fun. Oopsie. And if anybody is watching the time, I'm going to try to do this really fast so that I can finish and go get my daughter on time. But so if anybody's watching the time and it's like 3:30, which I should be done way before then, but just in case. I don't want to forget her. The other day I got her really late and she was like, Mama, I'm the last one. Why'd you pick me up so late? I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I got caught doing, I didn't forget her. I just got caught doing something and I couldn't leave at that second. Okay, so you can make your Santa skin color any color you want. I'm just going to do kind of a peachish with some red on there, but feel free to do any color you want for your Santa face. And I just mixed a little bit of coral with some red, and then I'm going to do some rosy cheeks. I think I left off the rosy cheeks there. When you, especially those of you in Paint Party Headquarters, when you teach this painting, make sure you have some skin colors already mixed or ready. I taught Santa years ago and I didn't have the skin colors ready and I was like, oh, I'll just show you how to mix them when we're there. And it was crazy. We had, I mean, you know, sometimes like as a painter or, you know, as an artist doing something, you kind of just, sometimes you take for granted something that you do all the time and you don't even think about it. Oh, what brand is the 24 karat gold? It is, it's Deco Art Americana Decor Metallics. We could put a link in the description too. It is my favorite paint ever. I have about 3 favorite paints and that's the top of the list. And they have them in all their colors, like silver, everything. But this gold specifically is my favorite. But yeah, so I think sometimes we take for granted what we're just, you know, what we're normally doing, because we're, especially if you're a crafter or if you're a painter, you just kind of, you know, sometimes get used to doing something and you don't even think about it. I'm just putting a little bit of red and some pink. But then when we ask others to do it, we forget that, you know, maybe they've never done that before. And that's what's kind of crazy is, you know, I was like, oh yeah, just mix this and mix that. And next thing you know, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't think I have one Santa. Like it was crazy. I mean, we had pink Santas. I mean, it was so, just all different colors, which is fine, but they weren't happy. And that's when I know I'm not doing my job right, when they're not happy with their result. Okay, so I'm gonna take just a little bit of this blue, and then I'm gonna mix some water in it. Whoa, that's a little bit too much. But I'm gonna just put some water in that, and then let me find the brush I wanna use. Okay, I'm just using one of these like cheapy brushes. and then just kind of watering it down. And this has so my husband put this one together for me. So yeah, if you have somebody that can build your pallets for you, that is awesome. Most of the time I order mine from Craft Creations. I just would rather do that, but this was kind of a last minute thing. I needed to just kind of practice to see if it was going to work at this size, if it was going to come together. So he went ahead and did one for me, and the stamps on this, he accidentally put on the front. So at first I was kind of like, come on, really? You know, and then now that I look at it, it kind of has a cool look. So you can see here on the snowman, it kind of has a neat look to it. So almost like you can tell, like, hey, it's a legit, you know, pallet board. And then just kind of the way he put it in the back so it all holds together. But this is a really, really tall, let me see if y'all can see it here. It's a really tall snowman. So this was done by one of our paint party headquarters girls. She didn't do that. I painted that one, but she gave everybody in our group rights to that one to use for our events. So if you're in paint party headquarters, make sure you check out that post, because that's a really great one that you can use for your parties. I'm really, really excited. I actually already have a party booked with that one. So thank you so much, Yvette, for sharing. So just some blue, and then I'm going to do some more water. I do that every time. I pour way too much water. Oops. And then I'm just going to take it and start to slap it on here. This is a very, very fast painting of a Santa. And then I'll show y'all how to add some snow text, and of course get the size. It would also look really cool, which I'm kind of thinking now that might have been even better, if I would have stained this background with my glaze effects instead of doing a bluish color. I think that would look really awesome. I might suggest that to the girls when we paint this at the next paint party. Thank y'all for tuning in today. Today's been one of those days where I'm trying to catch up on a lot of paintings, a lot of different things, just working on Paint Party Business Live, just lots of little different things, and it's fun just to sometimes, you know, as Paint Party business owners, you know, we have a lot of you know, you would never think as a Paint Party business owner that you have a lot of like online type stuff to do, you know, with booking and all of that. But it's kind of crazy how sometimes we're like, oh my gosh, to be a paint party person, you know, there is a lot of online stuff. And so sometimes to be able to just carve out time to just paint, I don't know, it just makes everything better, you know. It just feels like everything's in its place again, you know, when you can just get a paintbrush in your hand and just go for it. So I was going to just put on a Hallmark movie, and I thought, I haven't seen y'all in a while, so I thought I would just come on here and say hi and paint it with y'all. So I hope y'all are doing good. I hope y'all are getting paint parties scheduled and booked. And those of you that are struggling with that process, if you post a comment, you'll should get a little auto robot thing that messages you and asks if you want to get a copy of my book. This one. So if you're not in Paint Party headquarters, you could get a copy of this book and just kind of read through there, and that'll help you out a lot. But yeah, I would love to help you out a little bit, because I know I'm getting messages every day about, you know, what do I do here, or I booked this party here, I'm not sure what to do. So that book will really, really help you. Okay, so I have this on here. Now that I kind of have that on there, I can, you know, distress it. I'm just going to take a baby wipe and just wipe some of it off. Nothing serious, just kind of wiping some of it off. Just to distress it a little, and then I can add in some of my golds or even some of the stain if I want. Or even some whitewash. And of course snow. We'll add some of that too. Okay, now I'll do a little bit of a darker around it. Let me find a little bit of, I think somebody on here said navy. Who was that suggested navy? Let's see, where is... It's a fine line between a bright blue and a navy. And if you're going with navy, you definitely don't want the bright blue. Has anybody ever accidentally done that? That gold is pure magic in a jar. Yes, it is, Denise. Love the Santa on wood, and the size. Yes, so cute. Yeah, I'm thinking the size, because this is like the smaller size that I did. I'm thinking this one's going to really, really pop. I keep getting gold on that one. Okay, so let's see. Where is my navy? Oh, I know what I'll use. Hopefully I can get it open. Okay, this is another one of my favorite metallics. Ugh. Hold on. This is where I just need... Okay, close your ears. I'm going to bang this on the ground. Hold on, guys. Let's see. Sometimes... Oh, yes. Somebody told me that trick a long time ago, and it really has helped. So this is another really beautiful color. I'm going to use this as part of the background. And if you have not ordered this yet, you need to get it. This is a flat metallic paint, and the color is, let me get y'all the color. It's one of my faves. It is pewter. Am I doing that right? Pewter. So make sure you get pewter too. It's another really good one. So I'm going to kind of add this, and it gives it a little bit more depth, because I need kind of a shadow. I need a little bit of a framing. Let's see. Linda says, hey Heidi, what is the overall size of the palette? Is it 4 foot by 12? And yes, I need to carve out time to paint. Yes, definitely carve out time to paint. I'm telling you, like, I talked to Brendan. Y'all know that Brendan is so much help. You know, she does a lot of stuff for us. This is a 14 by 48. 14 by 48. It's very large. Yeah, it's kind of an outdoor sign, but if you had like a bigger house, you could put it, you know, by the, actually, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I actually have a giant one of these I painted last year, and it's been in my kitchen all year long. I mean, we left it at, I love him so much. So we left him at, he's right around the corner. We were gonna take him down, and I was gonna put something else there. I was gonna put this menu board, and then my menu board is still not finished. And it's just not as cute as that vintage Santa. So yeah, I kind of have not taken my big vintage Santa down. It's actually bigger than this one. So you could paint it any size. But for paint parties, those of y'all in paint party headquarters that has rights to this, you'll want to do this size, or if you do this size, make sure you charge the right amount. If you're not sure, just post in the paint party headquarters group, and I'll let you know for sure what price you should be charging and all of that jazz. Let's see, I think there was another question. Yeah, Alice, I just said those measurements. Yeah, 14 by 48. Okay, so I'm just bringing this down. And it's really fun. If you've never painted big before, it is really, really fun to paint big. We may do would y'all be interested in a challenge in November, a paint big challenge? Let me know in the comments if that's something that may interest y'all. If it is, I might come up with something like that. Because I think sometimes people get scared, but once they try it, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that, and I'm so, so excited. Let me turn this down. But yeah, Brendan, we were messaging back and forth earlier, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to paint today. I was like, I'm going to check some stuff. I worked some this morning. I was like, I have to get these paintings done for these events, and I just wanted some time to get in there and paint. So yes, was that Linda? Make sure you make some time to paint. Okay, so this is just kind of the start. Oh, that light, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me back this slide up. Let's see if that's better. Is that better? So like it wants to just be mean. Is that better? It's like when it sees me. Maybe I'll do this. Hold on. I have an idea. Maybe I'll do sunlight and turn off my studio lights. Is that better? Maybe? Okay, good. And let's see, maybe 2 12-foot boards. Oh, that would be so fun, Debbie. Have you done that before? Yeah, I think a paint big challenge. Let me write that down because that would be so fun. Paint big challenge. Y'all have inspired me. I'm already thinking about things I want to to paint and to challenge y'all with. Okay, it keeps doing it. Oh, that stupid light. Hold on. Let's see. It's like I have to do less light, but it might show y'all a little better. Why is it doing that? So weird. Okay, let me try one more thing. And then I promise I'm going to start painting again. Let me see. Can y'all still see it that way? I turned that light off completely. Maybe it is the sunlight. We're going to paint in the dark. We're going to just paint in the dark. How does that look? Is that better? Turn off all the lights and it actually is better. It's just, I'm not lit up, but y'all don't care about how I look. It's more about the Santa. It's the light balance between, because I'm wearing black. That's what it is, Sherry. Thank you. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I just bought a 3x5 canvas. Oh, cool. Okay, so let me go ahead and add the red to this. I'm going to go straight here. And again, this is vintage. I've turned off all the lights because my shirt, apparently I don't need to wear black with the lights on me because it is reflecting and making it weird. So I'm just going to brush this on pretty quick. And then I'm going to make this kind of vintage. So after I get the red on, I'll show y'all a little trick. Yeah, a paint big challenge. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited now. I get so excited when I think about painting big stuff. I have a big mural project after Paint Party Business Live that I'll be working on for a local place, and I am so excited about that. It's a giant room, and I get to do 4 different kind of themes in there. And so I've been drawing up some designs and working on some little ideas. But the coolest part is like when somebody lets you have freedom, you know, because they've seen your work and they kind of get a sense of how you paint. And then when somebody says, yeah, go for it, you know, it's like the best because that pressure of like painting something that you're not good at, but when they know that your style is whimsical, like, you know, like this, and they want you to play to those strengths, it's so much fun. Let's see. Noelle says, hi everyone, I'm working on painting my vintage Santa at this very moment. No way. Noelle, I am so excited about meeting you in person. She's coming to Paint Party Business Live this month. Oh my gosh, it's October 1st. It's October 1st. Craziness. Yeah, she's coming and I cannot wait to hug your neck. So excited. Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. And yes, paint the vintage Santa big. Paint it big. Oh, good. We have a lot of people that want to do the paint big challenge. Okay, so y'all have inspired me. Because you've already inspired me and you know I'm going to make it happen, now you got to make sure you get my emails because that's how you will find out about the Paint Big Challenge. Unless you're in Paint Party headquarters, you'll find out 2 ways. You'll find out through email and you'll also find out through, what's the other way? The group. My brain stopped working. I'm seriously like thinking so much about this challenge now. So excited. Okay, so this is a turquoise. This is another one of my favorite colors. I'm going to kind of vintage this up a little bit. This is an aquamarine. It's Traditions. Right now, you can get them on Amazon, but right now at Michael's, they have buy one, get one 50% off. And they're really great paints. I'm going to just add some kind of turquoise-ish colors in here. And then there's also an old gold. So if you don't want to use the 24 karat gold and you want to make it more dimmed, what we can do is we can take, let me see, where is it? Is this the one? Yeah, this will work. Okay, this one's called Vintage Brass. I'm obsessed with these paints, and I bring them to all my paint parties because they're just really, hold on, close your ears. Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. Okay, it works every time. Okay, so this right here is Vintage Brass, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix some of this, and you can see the difference of that gold and this Vintage Brass. It's just this is way more muted. So I'm going to mix some of this with some of my red, just to kind of mute it down a little. I don't want to mute it a lot because it is a Santa, for goodness sake, so we do want a bright red in there. And if y'all have the wrong red for a paint party, it is bad news, y'all. You've got to have the right red. One year I was teaching this little kid's party. It was for her birthday, but it was around Christmas. She helped me come up with the design. It was so cute. She drew designs for me and sent them to me, and we collaborated together, and we came up with this Christmas angel. She actually drew it, and then I created it into a painting. And she was probably third grade. Well, I had so many paint parties that season. I think I was on like number 12 in like 2 days, or not 2 days, in like 2 weeks. I mean, it was insane. I was just going. And it was one of the last parties before I was about to take some time off. And I get all my stuff out, and it's for this sweet girl's birthday. And I forgot the red paint for the Christmas angel's dress. Yeah, I felt like crap. And it wasn't like we were right there by a Walmart or a Michael's. We were way far away. It would have taken me 45 minutes to drive and come back. And so I looked at the girl who helped me design it, her birthday, and I said, "You don't have a red in your craft room, do you?" And I just kind of like whispered it to her. Like I was going to tell her mom if I needed to, but I was like, let me see if I can problem solve this. And I was like, "You don't have a red paint, do you?" And she went and she had a red. And I was like, "Feel free to pick a different color for the dress. Feel free to grab a green if you know, like I was just trying so hard to make sure we had enough red from that deal. I felt so bad. And so I'm just kind of adding some of this Vintage Brass in there. So it just kind of buffs it out a little bit. So it's not so perfect, because we want it to kind of have a vintage look, okay? All right, so let me show you all an easy way to get all these fun lines quick. So just a thing, always be, as prepared as you can for paint parties, but know that you're not always going to do everything right. Mistakes are going to happen, things will happen, and it's not the end of the world. Okay, so I'm just turning this over. So I'm dipping it, a 1-inch brush, I'm flat both sides. And then all I'm doing is just watching where I'm going, kind of like riding a bike. Watching where you're going, not where you've been. And then I'm just going to go through here and add these big old strokes. Not perfectly, I want them kind of messy. And thank y'all all that spread the love across Facebook. I appreciate y'all so much. What do we have to say now? Sprinkled the love. We can't say that other word. Yeah, I have a bunch of Happy Mail I'm going to start shipping out. We had Paint Party headquarters opening, and then we've been preparing for Paint Party Business Live. So it's been a little bit, to say the least, a little bit not the norm around here. And so I told Brendan, I was like, okay. She's like, Heidi, you got to ship those out this week. I'm like, I know, I got to go shopping. So I'm going to be going shopping and finding some fun stuff, and then I'll get them shipped out for all of y'all that keep sharing. And oh, crap, sprinkling the love. Okay, this is usually when my brain starts to concentrate when I get close. If you have a lot of coffee or caffeine like I do, I love my coffee so much, but sometimes my coffee makes my hand like jitter a little bit. So if you have that happen, what I have found that really works is when I'm getting close to stuff, I'll anchor my pinky. And when I anchor my pinky, it will give me a little bit more of some just stability. Because I know, like, especially if I start painting right there in the morning, right after, you know, I've had a big old coffee, or, you know, I've gotten Pixie to school and I start right away with a painting project. It's better if I'm painting big and doing giant strokes, because if I'm doing like really small detail, you'll see my hand will shake. A lot of times at my paint parties, you know, I always like tell the women, you know, if you need me to come and help you, like that's literally, you know, it's my favorite part of the night, because I get to sit, you know, and talk to them and help them with their paintings, and it's just fun, right? Well, sometimes, you know, because I've had a soda, or I've had, you know, we call it a Coke here in the South, which that could be anything. That could be Dr. Pepper, it could be Coke, it could be any of it, right? Well, I had a Coke or a tea or whatever, and then I go to sit down to help them with their writing, and I'll be kind of jittery, and I place my pinky, and then I do that, and that really, really helps. By placing, just that simple act of placing my pinky there will help just settle down all of the extra that I have going on by having too much caffeine. So I've thought about just trying to go totally off of caffeine, but I don't know, maybe I could do, I don't know, I love caffeine though. I love having my coffee, which I could do decaf, I guess. Maybe that's what I'll do. Have a coffee, a regular one, and then have decaf. Maybe? I don't know. Okay, so I'm adding this on here. Just kind of going over it. Sometimes too, when you're painting big, move your whole body. It's our painter's workout. It's our exercise as an artist. We don't get a lot of squats or leg stuff, so we gotta move. We gotta move with the paintbrush. Okay, then I'm just gonna come in here. Okay, I probably need to switch to a little bit of a smaller brush there. And I am painting this entire thing sideways. So normally that wouldn't be the way that you do it. If you are painting big, I would recommend hanging this on a wall and painting it this way. But because of the way that, in order to show y'all how I'm painting this, I'm painting it sideways. And I think maybe because I paint upside down a lot at paint parties. Anybody who teach paint parties, you paint upside down when you're showing something. It's, you know, sometimes we can't really see it, and then we got to stop and go, okay, wait. Okay, that's turning out okay. Like, we have to double check it, right? We have to make sure we're okay and doing it all right. And I'm just going to add a few little extra lines in here, just for fun. And then let me add in some really fun turquoise. I'm going to put on some really fun turquoise in here. And then if I don't see your question, if you're asking questions, I try to look. But if I don't see them, I will try to go back and answer those in a little bit. So I'm using just a 6 round, and use your whole hand. Don't just move your, see how I'm using my whole hand? So when you're painting big, remember you're using your body, your whole hand, and just kind of going in and adding in some detail. You could go crazy with this. You could do any colors you want. You could do the old golds, the metallics, anything really. I just love turquoise. So, and this is one that I just got in. And I really love the idea of maybe doing a stain in the back. I might revisit that. Okay, let me add his face. Let's see, I sometimes turn my painting around as I paint. Yeah, Linda, that's a great idea. Sometimes just getting a different angle will really help your painting, you know, with whatever you're doing. So I'm going to take this and just go over his cute little nose. Oh, I just made his cute little nose a little bigger. That's okay. Okay, and then all I did for his eyebrow and his eye, it's really not hard at all. Let me scoot this a little closer, see if y'all can see it. Okay, let me see. I might just scoot it just a little bit. I think I just got paint on my face. Hold on. I'm running out of room. I like trap myself in. Anybody else do that where you just start trapping yourself in to an area? Okay, so on the eyebrow, well, let's do the white first. Okay, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to add in the eyebrow. And then his eyebrow is basically just kind of coming out here. And again, I'm just freehanding this. I recommend having it pre-drawn for your guest. But if you mess it up, it's literally a few seconds and then you just paint right over it. So I'm not too worried if I mess up because I can always just paint right over it. While I have the white in my hand, I'm going to go ahead and just add some fun little lines. Just in the hat. I saw my friend Tamara Bennett the other day. She did a tutorial for our group, and she put a couple of like little dots here and there, and I thought that looked so cute. Which we'll have some snow, so we'll have some more dots, but it was kind of fun to see those little dots added in that Starbucks cup. Well, pumpkin latte. I guess it wasn't a Starbucks cup. So how would you teach this? Too big for an easel table, maybe set easels against the wall. Denise, I'm actually going to teach this one, and I'm going to teach this one, which is 4 foot. It will be limited seating. So when you do something this big, you have to let them know. Like if normally my paint party would hold, let's say normally my paint party would hold 20 people or 30 people, I might limit it to just a space of 10 because I want to make sure that when I have those 10, that they have a place to sit, you know. We never want to, even if we're doing a bigger one, you know, because we're going to be charging more for this one, we want to make sure that people have a place to sit. It's no fun. One time I did a sign party and I didn't really take that into account. And those signs are 6 foot long. Well, to do 2 people at a table that would normally hold 8 people. So I made the mistake of like not limiting it, and we ended up like kind of squished. And I wish I would have thought that through a little bit more because it would have saved some heartache and a little bit of, you know, embarrassment on my part for not prepping the right way. Oh, thank you, Laura. Thank you for sprinkling the love. Okay, so I have his eyebrow. Now all I'm going to do is twist and pull with the liner brush. And again, I'm going to try to find the placement of where I want his eye. And this is going to be a little difficult because I am working in a crack. So bear with me. It's not ideal to have it right on the pallet crack, but sometimes that happens, and in this case, that happens today. So I'm gonna just kind of go with it and see what we got. If I gotta come back to it, I can. So I literally did just a V, sideways V, and then a half, you know, smiley face. Then I'm gonna bring that out, make it like it's a circle. Fill it in. And we're not trying to get all crazy fancy here. Remember, we're teaching beginner painters. If we make it too hard, a beginner person will not have a great effect with this, okay? So we have to make sure, you know, yes, some of y'all out there are like really, really great and really, really talented with your painting. you just have to make sure what you're teaching, what you're painting, you can actually teach it. Because if you show something that's just unreachable, and then they come in and you're like, oh, I did 15 types of shading, but you're just gonna do red. You're selling it as maybe it shouldn't be sold. So you want to be able to know that the thing that you're painting, you're able to teach them that. So always make sure. And then I just kind of outline the eyebrow so it stands out. And then I'm going to add some glitter to this painting and some snow text. So glitter, I'm going to use, where's my glitter? So I went crazy. So on this one, I went everywhere. I just started going nuts. Oh, I need to outline the star. And I added it everywhere. So you can add glitter wherever you want. I strongly recommend, and there's his eye. You can kind of see. Let me show you. There he is. So you can kind of see his eye. I'm going to go this way and then show y'all this outlining real quick, and then I'm going to show you how to add some glitter and some snow text. Who is excited that it is full on fall / Christmas? I am so excited about this year. We have so many, especially for just, my own paint parties, so many great, exciting new paintings this year. Oh man, I'm so excited. This one I'm teaching on Tuesday, and I cannot wait to show this new design. This was a design I made up last year, and people were asking. I made it up in December, so people started asking, like, can we switch our design to this? I was like, nope, it's coming out in 2019. You gotta wait for it. And so people have been waiting for this design, and I'm so excited this year to share it with them. So I'm just taking wherever anything is not wet. So if it's wet, remember, it's going to smear. So I'm just taking clear glitter. And we'll put some links below if you're wanting to find these in my Amazon shop. We'll put some links to some of these colors, and especially that gold. Oh my gosh. Do yourself a favor and get the metallic gold. Life will never be the same. You'll want to paint everything, because that's what, I use so much gold now. Okay, I'm about to, after I finish this, I'm going to lift this up and show you this side by side with the snowman, and then show you kind of, especially those of y'all that are excited about painting big and you possibly want to do that challenge, make sure you get my emails, because that's where I'll be announcing. Oh, don't do that. So I got red. Y'all see that? I got red. I'm going to go back with some white. And I went on the glitter too soon. Okay, let me show you real quick how you can add, of course, more glitter. I highly recommend. And then snow text. So this is so much fun. I love this for my customers, because they can take it and make a texture, and they can actually paint over the texture too. But just kind of taking it and putting it on there, and I'm going to show you real quick what it looks like up close. So you can see here I've done glitter, and I've also done lots and lots of texture from the snow text. Okay, Laura says, I'm so excited it is fall. Also, my birthday this month, along with 3 grandkids, brother, cousin, 3 great nieces. Oh my gosh, y'all just need to have birthday parties all the time. That's awesome. Okay, so here he is. Let me back up so y'all can see. So he is 4 foot, 48 inches tall. Really, really tall vintage Santa. Let me know what y'all think. I feel like I need to add a little bit more white in here. And then I'm going to put him next to the snowman. So they make a good pair. Let's see if they would go good together as a little set. Oh yeah, they are so cute together. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, so let me know what you think. Let me know if you like these. I feel like I probably could have brought the Santa hat up a little bit more. I'll probably do that next time, and then add more of the add more of the white, fun, like whimsical hair. Let me get that to stay. Hold on, we might have a snowman down. Let's see. Let's see. Ugh. Yeah, but okay, so overall, I'm really happy with them. So here's the small version. And then all of you in Paint Party Headquarters know that you have rights to this design. Those of you that are wondering what the heck I'm talking about with Paint Party Headquarters, make sure you get my ebook. We'll have the link in the comments to get my ebook to get you started teaching your first paint party. And then paint big. So get on, make sure you're getting my emails. Make sure they don't go to spam. They always go to spam. That's fun. Make sure you're getting my emails because I will let you know about the Paint Big Challenge that has been inspired by y'all. So thank you so much for watching. There's his little eye, so you can see his eye a little bit more. And then again, just we could go crazy with these colors. I could paint those all day. All right, guys, I hope y'all have a great day, and thanks again for sprinkling the love, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.